What's up gamers, Jem here, and let's talk about the Stadia Good Stuff. We've received all 3 days of the good stuff and it's now completed, so what is my opinion about this whole event? Before I start, let's get one thing clear here. Everything that was announced, all the demos and game announcements with some DLCs and Stadia Pro announcements, they were all indeed good. They were good announcements. Yes, there were some games announced that I couldn't care less, and that is okay, because just because I don't care about some of these games doesn't mean that you don't or someone else doesn't. I don't have to like every single game. We all have our own likes and dislikes, and that is what makes us human, and it is important that we respect what other people may like that you don't like. So yeah, the announcements we've had during the good stuff were indeed good announcements. That being said, I do think this 3-day event was pointless. If you remember, just last week I made a video where I mentioned that we should all adjust our expectations for Stadia Good Stuff based on our previous experiences with Stadia Connect. What happened after that video is that we ended up having Cyberpunk 2077 release date and being the same day as every other platform, which is a huge plus for Stadia. Then we had a Ubisoft community blog where we found out that we're getting a bunch of new Ubisoft games. Granted, they are old but yet highly rated and it's new to Stadia. Again, a nice plus for Stadia. Really good news. Then we had developers and publishers making tweets and statements that Stadia Good Stuff really is good stuff. And then you have the Stadia marketing team who is really trying to make us hyped up for Stadia Good Stuff. After all that last week, I made another video and I mentioned all of this, and I stopped listening to my own advice about adjusting my expectations, and I got hyped. I got really hyped. I am 100% guilty of overhyping myself for this event, and it's funny because I warned myself and advised you lot to adjust your expectations to be realistic. Again, I want to repeat myself here. Everything that was announced in the Good Stuff event was indeed good. I don't think Stadia Good Stuff was meant for the Stadia fans. I think this was meant to advertise Stadia to everyone outside of Stadia. It was a way to show people outside of the community to show that what new stuff is coming to Stadia, and some stuff that you can play right now, such as the Pac-Man Battle Royale game, Humankind Beta, and of course Immortals Phoenix Rising demo. All of these are exclusive to Stadia and completely free. This is to attract new gamers to join Stadia. Also, on the 3rd day of the Good Stuff event, we got an announcement that we can play Baldur's Gate 3 on Stadia. Well, we already know that. We've been playing that for about 2 or 3 weeks now. So of course this news wasn't meant for the Stadia community. This is simply nothing but an advertisement for Stadia. We also had an announcement for Ark Survival. Now let me tell you my experience with Ark Survival. I played the game when it was fairly new on PC. The game is beyond unoptimized, but also really fun to play. Last time I checked, Ark Survival was over 150 gigs of storage on PC. I'm sure it's more than that now. When I was using GeForce Now last year, I wanted to see the full power of GeForce Now, and I noticed that Ark Survival was supported. So I tried that game and put everything to max settings, and within minutes the game crashed. I've never seen GeForce Now crash. It was struggling to even get 20 frames at the time, and I tried it a second time and it crashed again within minutes. What I'm trying to say here is that if Stadia can get a smooth 60 FPS version of Ark Survival, even at 1080p, then that will be a huge plus for Stadia. There is a big player base for this game, and having decent hardware to run this game has always been a problem. Let's just see how Ark Survival's performance is on Stadia. Also, I'm sure that not downloading 150 gigs is another big plus. Anyways, long story short, I bought into my own hype even though I knew better, and at the end of the day, I don't think Stadia Good Stuff was meant for the Stadia community, and it was just simply a 3-day event to promote Stadia into the gaming community. On the bright side, Next week we're having Watch Dogs Legion and Sekiro, and also November Stadia Pro announcements, which should be on the 27th of October if I am not mistaken. So if we add up all the news that we had from last week, this week, and what we're going to have next week, then this whole 3 weeks has been good stuff. Thank you for watching my video. This is Jem, and I'll see you on the next one.